Okay, so now we're going to be talking about just multiplying and dividing positive and negative numbers. Multiplying and dividing positive and negative numbers are the same thing as multiplying just positive numbers, except all you have to do is pay attention to the sign and what each number sign has been applied to. So if we think about it, we're going to go back to the triangle. We have a positive on top, we have a negative and a negative. So if I look at our first example, negative 4 times negative 6. I just want to look at negative 4, not negative 4, but just 4 times 6, which equals 24. And then what I want to look at are the signs. Well, I have a negative times a negative, so a negative times a negative is going to leave me a positive. Alright, so 24 is going to be a positive. Now if I look at negative 8 divided by negative 2, again, look at my triangle. I have a positive on top, two negatives, and positive 8 divided by a positive 2 is going to give you 4, regardless, right? 8 divided by 2. But I want to look at these signs. So I have a negative divided by a negative. So a negative and a negative equal a positive. So it's going to be a positive 4. Now let's look at another example. Same numbers, except we're working with negative 8 and negative 2. So if I draw out my triangle, positive, negative, negative, I'm looking at, I have one negative, but then there's really a positive in front of that too, right? So I have a positive. So then I should end up with a negative. 8 divided by 2 is going to be 4, and because I should end up with a negative, it will be negative 4. And lastly, is that what I want? Lastly, if I am looking at 4 times, let's just make this 4 times negative 6. So I will have my triangle, I'll have a positive, a negative, negative. 4 times 6 we already know is 24, but I have one positive, so I'm going to cross that out, and I have a negative, so I'll cross that out. So I should end up with a negative number, so my answer should be negative 24.